Are you just fighting Doshiguma?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it tells me that you're engaged in combat.
No surprises today.
And begins the quest for me as well. That's so cool. Oh yeah, you don't actually have to join the quest manually anymore. Like it just gave it to me.
Yeah, I mean, the main caveat in all this is, like, how does the story work?
That is the main caveat. That is the main thing that's really going to change whether this functions well or not, and whether I, like, enjoy it, is the fact that, like, can we play through the story mode together? Do the same hunts together? View the same cutscenes together? Like, if that's not a thing, and, like, we have to go through the story mode solo again, I'm gonna be, like, quite disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be disappointed, but I won't be frustrated if it's like Rise, where the story mode is just solo only. Like, sure, okay, I can deal with that. But, I'm hoping for more. Because we know for a fact it's not going to be like Wild or Worlds.
I'm kind of expecting more, because it feels so weird to make this, like, big interconnected thing, and then have the entire story be solo only.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean online only, but it's single player only? Like that...
Yeah, like,
No.
I feel like it would really go against the whole, like, seamless aspect they're going for, where, like, if you want the game to be truly seamless, then it really needs to be seamless in multiplayer. I really love the effects when the monster topples from being stunned. Like, you see the whole ground, like, the camera shakes and rumbles
Yeah.
from, like, the weight of them keeling over. Yeah, I definitely think it's not going to be like World at the very least. I would not be shocked if it's like Rise, just solo only. But I think it's going to be just something different, and I just hope it's better. They keep mentioning that this game has 3 big pillars to it. Like, you know how most games like kind of base around 3 big pillars that they develop around, which is like,
Yeah.
for this game it's like I think preparation, hunting, and multiplayer for them.
Yeah.
And I feel like if multiplayer is that big of a focus for you, it really needs to be better than what it was in World.
Yeah, and I also think that, like, with all the advertising they're doing around the multiplayer aspect, it'd be a bit of a dick move to only find out the single players at release around launch time. Like,
Yeah, it would be
even
very,
late
very
to tell
silly.
us.
I mean, granted, they could easily, like, they have 5 months. They're going to announce how it works somewhat soon. Ooh, multiple Doshiguma at once. Okay, I've shitted the Doshiguma we're not fighting.
Go.
Ouch. Nice, a wound opened up. Or it's about to open up. Once you do as well, the one I'm using will be your brother's, so you'll be able to play games more often. Yeah, Stormy shares a PC with their brother, so they kind of have to split time on it. What the fuck?
Wound.
That shit looks so fucking weird. They were
It
tweaking.
does.
Ooh.
Get bullied.
Oh, all wounds are opening up again. Oh, yep. Did you whiff that, I'm assuming?
No, no, that was
no?
perfectly. No, the final slash thing, it even procs them after they move as long as you attack while they're next to you. It's kind of weird. It's way more forgiving than anything else I'm used to in Monster Hunter. Which, I mean, no complaints.
Ah. I still have not fully processed the Doshaguma's moveset when they're fully enraged.
Very much wild animal doing whatever it needs to.
I can't believe this wild animal is acting wild in Monster Hunter Wilds. No! Keeping Sway still has invulnerability frames. Oh, let's go!
Here, Bob. I'm your target.
The wound is bothering me.
Almost there.
I want to hit it. I don't think I have the reach. I went from playing near perfectly, I guess, right out to
This.
getting swamped on Doshaguma.
Doshaguma, the real endgame boss.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's go.
Oh, nice.
Nice. All wounds open. Going for the head. A million wounds destroyed.
Million damage done.
Oh yeah, you cut off their, like, dinky little tail.
Did I?
Yeah?
I did not notice at any point.
Yeah, you basically just cut off a tiny patch of fluff. Nice. Damn, those are some fireworks.
Research opportunity. Don't let it go to waste.
Damn. I shall get a drink. I'll be right back.
Mind if I hop on? I gathered some materials too. Check your sacred's pouch. Holy shit, it's warm.
Slowly discovering some new moves in the moveset.
Are you?
Yeah, apparently you can just hold down the right trigger for the Spirit Slash, and it just does a charge up.
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, that's one of the more
And then there's
prominent
another
new
one.
moves.
I haven't been able
Hop on for
to...
now.
It's got the same... yeah, that. Which is the same button combination as Foresight Slash, but in a different context, and I haven't figured it out yet. but it does also appear to be some kind of counter.
Yeah, I've seen people using that charge up one a ton. Very, very often. That's like the new way to just like stay mobile while get engaged. Stormy, you said that you run Cyberpunk on low graphics settings. Because that would tell me that you have a PC similar to the one that I had 7 years ago. You do? That would be like a an i7 40 series and then a 1080 Ti.
An ATI is going to heavily suffer because there's no DLSS whatsoever.
Oh fuck. Yeah, that's bad. I did just stretch one for you. Yeah, that's gonna be the main thing. Because if you can't do DLSS, you ain't running this fucking game. I'm not gonna tell you. Like, I'm not gonna lie. You wanna see my performance when I turn DLSS off, chat? Oh, actually, it doesn't look too bad on your end, at a bet. I mean, we are in a relatively light area, but like, you can definitely tell that it's like struggling to reach 30.
My whiskers are tingling. Weather's changing.
DLSS. There we go. So yeah, if you have a 1080 or like, and what's the minimum for DLSS? It's like a 20 series, isn't it?
That's DLSS 1. If you want anything decent in terms of DLSS, you want at least a 3000 series.
The weather is getting increasingly worse.
And after that, I mean, like, we've got the same model card with Generation Newer, and I have significantly fewer performance issues than you do.
Mm-hmm.
So even aside from DLSS...
Hmm.
But maybe one of those 7000 series AMD cards could be pretty decent, because they've got, like, pretty top-notch rasterization performance. Just shit ray tracing, but who gives a shit about that? And they're, like, a pretty damn good bang for your buck.
I mean, I've heard in general that going for AMD graphics cards are better. Like, just have a... No, actually, not true. I think it's AMD CPUs that are better?
AMD,
Are they not?
AMD CPU, like, the AMD in terms of CPUs have massively overtaken Intel, especially in the gaming department. For the longest time, and still now, Nvidia has reigned as king of the GPUs.
And it's still basically the case, 100%, considering 80% of Steam users use NVIDIA.
Yeah, like in terms of total volume, Nvidia is still the king, but AMD has some like genuinely good offerings to actually compete. It's just that people have the bias towards Nvidia.
Yeah.
And that reflects itself in the price. So if you want to have bang for your buck, go with an AMD card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Stormy, if you can find out what your GPU is, that'll really tell us if
Oh, right now.
like if the reason you're crashing is because you just can't run it.
I'm assuming you're definitely going to want something with a bunch of VRAM, which AMD does significantly better. Like a buddy of mine has the 7900 XTX, 24 gigs of VRAM. He played about the same as me, as I did for my card.
That's insane, yeah.
Which is
I only
kind
have
of
8
insane.
gigs.
Yeah, and you're suffering for it. Because
I
all
mean-
these things that cause your performance to drop logically require VRAM.
more and more, I am considering just getting an upgrade, even if the 50 series doesn't come out. Or if it does come out, and it's probably going to be absurdly expensive.
It will be.
Yeah, I either do have to cave and buy one, or go with something AMD for my GPU.
The next generation of AMD cards will not be very competitive in terms of performance. They've already kind of announced that.
So...
Like, marginal performance increases over what we have now, they will probably be better value than the cards that AMD makes now. But top dog versus top dog, the 5090 is gonna beat out whatever AMD's putting this generation.
Yeah, but like, I'm not gonna afford a 5090. That's poppycock.
But you know, look at like the 7900 XT or the XTX for right now. Those are like some fantastic cards with an absolute metric ton of VRAM.
Like a 5090 is going to be like borderline 1K.
2K. Easy.
Jesus. Yeah, no, I'm not getting a 5090. If I was gonna get a 50 series, probably like at maximum 5070.
It's all, the 70 cards are always where it's been.
Yeah, they're not entrepreneur tier.
They're the prosumer, you know, I know what I want and I have the money for it, but I'm not gonna...
Yeah, middle ground. So yeah, either like a 5070 or something AMD. And I'm probably, if I want to actually run Wilds at a decent frame rate, I'm probably gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
Because even if they do optimize this game, I'm not really expecting it to... You know, I doubt I'm gonna get 1440p, high graphics, 90 FPS. So if I want to try and reach something like that, I'm gonna have to get a new card.
Yeah.
Until, obviously, and it's gonna change a few years down the line when this game gets drastically more optimized. And you're just here on your PS5? Yeah, you have a lot less choice. A lot less to think about. I do know the PlayStation 5 does have a performance versus quality mode where you can get about 60 FPS, I think it's 50 on PlayStation 5. So you're probably going to use that.
Absolutely.
Because frame rate matters a lot in Monster Hunter. Like, being able to see what's coming sooner is just... will keep you alive. If it works and you don't have to replace it for a good while, then yeah. I mean, you won't have to. I'm also not really... Like, I used to use Shadowplay a lot, but now I really don't, so...
Also, the AMD equivalent is just as good by now. Like, that's had so many years to keep up. Like, Nvidia is always the trendsetter for new technologies.
Ooh, actually, I also just realized, yeah, I also use Nvidia's codec, though, for streaming.
Well, I think the new AMD cards have AV1 support, which you will use instead.
I'll have to look at a few videos and see if it's any good.
It's better quality for less bitrate. It's like the new big standard they're pushing.
Is it? So it
Yeah.
actually still is better to go for AMD then, for streaming.
Yeah, because I think Nvidia is lagging behind the generation with the AV1. Because it's like the new H.264 or H.265. The video compression.
Yeah, that's why I also use H.265 to render all my
Yeah,
VODs,
no.
so...
AV1 is going to be the thing you'll use after that. Because it's just better.
Okay, okay. I see you, AMD. I see you. I mean, considering the new AMD, when are the new AMD cards coming out?
I don't know.
No one knows.
No, those usually get like properly announced and released within only like 2 months.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I have no idea when the new cards are coming. I'm gonna guess like about April, so probably after this game launches. Like March-ish. Not expecting it much earlier than that.
Considering we're in like a low period where AMD like there's a new AMD generation somewhat on the way, how's the price right now?
I don't know off the top of my head. I think the 7900 XTX is still like 900 euros, which like just about any card in the high end is around that price. I paid 800 for mine. So that's like at the end of the scalper phase.
Yeah, well, like all the crypto shit.
Oh, I just fucking teleported on.
Yeah, open as many wounds as you can. 3, I think, is your maximum. I just use heavy attacks and I like do 3 heavies. Oh, me and Bippin actually really wanted to test something, but we never really got the chance. We're not gonna get to test it right now. You don't have. Yeah. Oh.
I got knocked off. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have the time to. Bippin was able to actually use the wound that appeared while I was mounted, and we were like, okay, can you just keep opening up the same wound again and again? Then, just like get constant wound attacks.
If they're not going to stop you from doing it, perhaps.
Yeah, the main stoppage is what you experience there, which is you just get knocked off after 20 seconds, regardless of stamina. Yeah, I might just have to buy a somewhat top-of-the-line AMD card somewhat soon. Maybe after Christmas, where the prices start to go down.
Hell, I mean, you could even consider buying a second-hand card.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like if
I mean,
you
it's gonna run the same. Well, about the same. Unless it's been like sufficiently like workhorsed.
They're usually about like $200 cheaper at that point, which I mean still.
Let's hope they don't get scalped. Yeah, I mean I won't be. I'm like particularly keen to scammers and like scalpers and stuff like that.
No, wait.
I ended up buying a plush for Pia at some point. And I noticed very quickly that the price that they charged me was not the price
On the page,
of the object. Of the object that I bought. So I was like, "Ooh, this is fishy. I don't want to deal with you. I'm afraid." And so I just asked them for a refund and got it somewhere else. So I at least keep somewhat keen on stuff like that. They're doing it with the PS5 Slim, scalping it. Yeah, I mean, like, it's gonna happen. People are gonna, like, whatever wanted product people have is gonna get scalped. There was a period of time where I was going to buy a PlayStation 5. Like, I like, if one came up on as buyable, I would have bought it. So I'm kind of glad that didn't happen. Because there's jack shit to play on that thing. For plushes, you stick to makeshift since their prices don't really move much. Yeah, but you know, if you want more than just like internet celebrities. I'm really liking this combat the more that I play.
Oh, he's just good.
It just feels like a true, proper, fun evolution of Worlds. Like it's the same it's the same meal, but like heavily sauced.
Oh, for sure. And like just better ingredients.
Mm-hmm. What's the performance increase I would like stand to get if I got an AMD card?
I couldn't tell you. I haven't seen any of the AMD benchmarks. You're gonna have to look at some benchmarks. Like all I know is that my performance is much better than yours, and those cards have better raw performance than mine. Therefore, you should get even better performance than I do. So.
Also, never buying a console again in day one. You should almost never buy a console in day one. I used to do it all the time, just because like I could afford the disposable income, and I was like, I like buying consoles, so I'll buy consoles. I'm probably gonna buy the Switch 2 day one, but Nintendo are sort of an exception, because like if you buy an Xbox or a PlayStation 5, I could just put that money towards a PC instead, because everything I want to play on those is going to be on PC. But obviously Nintendo are different in that regard, where like everything they put out is only going to be on their system, like an actual
it's all first
console.
party.
So.
That stops me good. Oh, hi. Any wounds anywhere? We have one on the back, which... oh.
Well, you can go for it. Thank God, the game looks so good now. Nintendo good game scumming practices. Nintendo are like one of the worst companies ever. What genuinely like would stop me from buying their next console is just the fact that like they're so awful.
The fact that in 3 years they're gonna shut down the platform and sue you if you wanna save any of your games.
It's even funnier how they just keep getting caught out for like doing the same things that they're trying to get rid of.
Yeah, but like they've got so many fucking Nintendroids that just don't actually give a shit that... Like, how do you win against such ignorant consumers?
Like how they're so abhorrently against emulation. But like
And
in
then
their
they
official
use
stores.
emulation for their own...
Yeah, and they give you emulated versions of their games on Switch. Like,
Didn't they get caught like actually using like a ROM rip found off the internet for one of their like Pokemon publications?
yeah. The Strong Attack Indicator is awesome as fuck. It is great. I actually really like it because it's like just at the corner of my vision. I know when I like really need to avoid an attack and when I should be healing. I just like knowing that like when my health is at an unacceptable level, instead of having to just like experience the attack for the first time and be like, oh, that deals like 70% of my health.
Yeah, the less trial and error, the better. To an extent, but yeah. They've got a wound in their back leg. I'm going for it when they land again. Got the
Oh,
wound.
nice. It's a wound on the bottom of their throat coming in. Head broken.
Somehow, I was about to say,
Nice.
somehow we don't have the tail yet, and there it goes. This is the one tail I will carve.
Yeah, it's right now. Gotta carve this one. I should eat.
Yeah, I did last time. I shoot whetstone. Yeah, for me for this game, it's mostly going to be seeing how the campaign is going to work. Because if it's going to be this case where we have to both finish the entire game before we can really start playing together properly, it'll be a bit of a disappointment. And just see how the actual, like, armor equipment and, like, build system is going to be. With the decorations and all of that. Like, those are the big question marks I still have. But when it comes to just, like, basic gameplay, very impressed.
Yeah, this is like, from everything we can tell so far, a proper full, like, positive evolution of Monster Hunter World, which is just great. Just lovely.
Yeah, so far I feel no downgrades.
Like, there's so much less, like, menuing, which is so lovely. Granted, that's probably partially because we are not engaging with builds and crafting armor. That's obviously the game is going to get a lot more menu heavy when we actually get into it, officially. But, in terms of, like, no questing, the fact you can just go out and then hunt whatever the fuck you want and just...
Yeah. It's like no more standing at the fucking mission board.
Waiting for people, yeah. Like, if you need to meal, you can just meal on the fly. Like, there's so much less, fluff and, like, annoyances.
Still got the habit of trying to clutch onto an enemy when they try to flee. No worky.
Could they make the cooking have the multiplayer thing too? That would be so cool if you could put down a spittle and have everyone else sit around you for a meal. I think that'd be great. Because then you get to have like a buddy-buddy animation with your friend where it's like you like slap each other on the back while you're like downing a drink. Oh. That'd be so good.
Yeah, that Doshiguma just fucking kicked my ass. Why are you here? Right now. Oh. Come here, you big stupid motherfucker.
I've been saying it a long stream, but I do think this genuinely has the chance to be the best Monster Hunter game. Just period. And it really does depend on like performance and like how impactful the hits are going to be in at launch.
The thing with performance is it's just not going to age very well. Because I don't know how World performed at launch, but it doesn't matter if we started playing it again when we had much better systems.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of those games where it's like, oh yeah, now we can finally play it properly 5 years later.
World was kind of like that. Because, it was really... I mean, I tell you about it, but you don't remember it, but the PC version was dog shit when we played it.
Yeah.
It was, like, almost unplayable.
Good eye, friend.
There's a new skin in Fortnite called Nick Scarlet. Kind of looks like you. Like me? Does it look like me? Is it in the new Battle Pass? Yeah, performance is something that's going to age poorly, but I also think that, like, it's going to be such a shame if this game releases in, like, about this day, and it's, like, going to be condemned to the, like, 5 years later bin, you know?
Yeah.
By most players, where it's like, yeah, we can play, like, 5 years later. When, like, this really has the chance to just go far. I mean,
absolutely does.
The player count for the beta alone. Clearly people want to play Monster Hunter right now. So bizarre considering how niche this series was prior to World. Oh,
Eat shit.
nice. Something I have noticed, the downs are shorter.
On Ray Dow at least.
I think on
Right, that
every
was-
monster, they're like mildly shorter. Because I can't get a full I can't get the full optimal hammer combo on before they get up. Which
They're
you
shorter,
could
but
do
they
in
feel
World.
more frequent.
Yeah. They do feel more frequent. But I notice we're getting like 5 or 6 downs a hunt. When before we used to get a lot less, like 3.
Especially with the wound system. Like that just immediately...
Nowhere to carve their head for gems.
Yep. See, now I'm gonna be a little ungrateful. If you can instantly end the quest, but then the quest means nothing, why do we have to vote to instantly end the quest instead of automatically ending it the moment the monster is killed? Because we're still gonna be here.
I guess for cutscenes.
Mayhaps?
Like, in story mode, when the hunt ends, the cutscenes will play, you know? That's probably what it's for, if I had to guess.
True, but we're not on story modes.
Yeah,
could
but you
not-
know, like, unified system.
No, that does kind of make sense. Like, it's so close, but it could be that a little bit more perfect.
Kind of reminds me of a complaint I saw that someone had where... Or in a Discord I was looking at, where they said they weren't a big fan of focus mode, and how, like, why do I need a crosshair for my melee weapon? Like, that doesn't make sense. I'm like, well, some weapon attacks, like the insect glaive, is a, like, poke. A really, really precise poke. So logically you want a crosshair for that. And then there's
Except
no
for the
reason not
longsword.
to...
Like,
Yeah.
the wound destroying attack is a poke, and I need to aim that carefully. If I don't have that crosshair, I'm not hitting it.
Yeah, and so, and then I said, like, well, you know, if you're gonna put it on that, you may as well unify the whole system. And just give it to every weapon. So, like, every weapon has the crosshair, even if you don't need it. It's just there for the weapons that do need it. So... That's what I told them, and I was like, well, that's why you have a crosshair. Because other weapons have it too, so you may as well just make it the same.
Yeah.
There's no reason to change the system per weapon. Or change the UI per weapon.
I'm going back to base camp for a sec to resupply and do my usual death stick routine.
Death stick. Got away death
Oh
sticks.
fuck, we got the ghillie mantle? Didn't even notice.
Yeah, we've had the ghillie mantle the whole time.
I mean, same thing in the world, right? Like, I didn't even know it existed until I already replaced it with the vitality mantle.
Mm-hmm.
Kirby.
Alright. Yeah, she does kind of look like me. A little bit. My hair was redder. Is it a... It's not a battle pass skin, is it? It's a... store skin? Let me swap the charge blade, even though this is going to be as confusing as fuck, because I'm using sword and shield and charge blade. She's a store skin. That's nice. Because, this new battle pass is awful. It's so bad. It might be like the worst battle pass so far. Usually, like, on the Greek battle pass, I at least played because I was like, I may as well. Like, okay, it's fine. You know? I don't want any of the skins at all in the Greek Battle Pass, but I may as well play. Because it's fun and... But like, all the skins in the Chapter 2 Reload Pass, they're all just like, I don't want a single one of them. Like, I actively don't like them. At least I was like indifferent about the Don't Diss Me Out, you mean Midas? What's it called? The Midas one? I'm gonna diss it. He looks ugly as fuck. They could have made him good if, and only if, he didn't have human eyes. If he had the Meowskull's eyes, yeah, he would have looked fire.
Monster dropped something.
But because he has like the weird human eyes, he just looks so bad. That's the kicker on that skin. And every other skin in that battle pass is like I don't care. Actually no, there is one skin in the battle pass that I might want, which is the Grubs one. It's supposed to be a fancy cat face like handsome Squidward. I suppose, but I still think it looks really bad. Yeah, not the Grubs, the Gruff one. Where it's like the person in the Gruff costume. I think that skin is quite cute. That's like the only one I would be interested in having. But also my interest in like Fortnite skins kinda diminished the second to last one you unlock. Oh, it's the second to last one? I'm going to have to play a ton of that shit? Oh, man. Yeah, but my interest in, like, getting Fortnite skins diminished when they brought out, like, Android 18. Because, like, I don't want to use anything but Android 18 from now on. Like, I'm good. Turn me over on this side, I'm good. Give me your sack.
I'll just hop off for now.
Same for you with Lizik? Yeah. Like, once, like, Fortnite comes out with a good enough skin that you're like, this is a phenomenal skin, I love it, you just don't really see the point in buying more skins. Or, like, you don't really get motivated to get any more of them. We get another MHA wave soon? Unless it has, Suyu Asui. I don't actually think I care about my hero. That's the only skin I want from my hero from now on. Or from here on out. The only one I would consider buying. Think it'd be funny if we can get Gogeta in Fortnite? That'd be kind of cool. I think it's kind of a given. But the only skin from Dragon Ball that I would want
Careful. That's a furious foe.
would be Kepler. Everything else, I don't care.
Power up, activate.
You'd go for Sewer Midnight? Yeah, I only want, I only want Suyu Asui. If they're adding more of my hero skins, that's all I need.
Something good?
Mm-hmm. I'm fighting Chedacabra.
I will be dead before I get there. Great
Probably.
job.
The great Chedacabra. Android 21? Nah, not for me. They're not adding 21. They could add 21 to Fortnite. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's... I've thought about it. Yeah, the only skins I would actually buy are Tsuyu Asui and Kefla. Everything else, I don't really care in terms of collaborations. And that would be it for me. Everything else that I would want as an actual collab skin either would not be a thing, or just like I don't want it. Like, sure, getting Ryuko from Kill la Kill would be cool, but there's no way in hell they are adding that to Fortnite.
Why not?
She is like butt booty naked half the time. Mira and Toa. I don't think anyone will want that. God, the toilet is so cool! Would have to do the 4Kids version? Probably. It's the very least a skin that would have their outfit changed. Either that or they would have to do exclusively the untransformed versions of those characters. You see that butthole?
I do
You
see
going
that
for that butthole?
I'm going for that butthole.
Look at that. Look at that, chat. What do you think of that? What a poorly placed weak point.
What a perfectly placed weak point. Thank you, developers.
It's what your reaction's gonna be when we face, what's his face? Kongalala. Because they have the exact same weak point where, like, after they fart, they have a red weak point on their butt cheeks.
I...
Oh, it's all, like, crusty now. Cloaca Gaming? No, I don't think I enjoy that one. Surely you're gonna have to carve the butt cheeks on Kongalala to get the gem, right?
Surely.
Can't let it go to waste.
I got the Clasher.
This music very much reminds me of the Fallout 4 theme for some reason. It's got that same... It's got the same instrumentation.
I could see it. Hear it, preferably.
Potato potato, right? Anything else? There is a Doshiguma, another Chupacabra, another Chupacabra.
Chicken sandwich. When are we getting burgers in Monster Hunter? You're back from cooking food? Hey, Stormy, can you tell us what your graphics card is? I'm curious. I really want to know. Place your bets. What do you think it is, Aaron? Running Cyberpunk on low settings, probably performance is still not that great. So...
Like a 1070?
yeah. I'm gonna guess... 1080. 1080 Ti. No? 1080 Ti. I'm gonna guess a
See, that's
1080
the
Ti.
thing, like, that's very expensive for that time.
Mmm.
Like, sure, like right
You're
now
right.
they're not that, but like that was the top of the line back then.
Yeah, and
Would
considering the
parents
fact that
get
you're
that
like,
for their kid?
yeah, I don't know. Okay, that's you're making a good point. Got to think of the time period, 5 years ago. So
So I'm
1080.
guessing
I would
1080.
go with the
Okay, now
1080.
that's. I mean, we're in between there, but that's still pretty
Because
okay.
that would be slightly worse than my card at the time. And considering I had a 1080 Ti, and considering the game runs better now than it did before, that would make sense.
I gathered some materials too. Check your safety
Yeah.
pouch.
Burger with a patty is just scales. Chicken. Boom. All our food keeps blowing up. I'm finding all these like slinger ammos around, but I haven't really found a good use for them yet.
I haven't been using much slinger so far. Yeah, compared to World, like I was always using my
I'll just hop
bolts.
off for now.
Hmm. Which is weird because this does feel more feels like honestly kind of classic Monster Hunter almost, like the true mesh that the old diehard Monster Hunter fans have been looking for. And then they fucking whinge and complain about focus mode. Grr, what do you mean I can aim my attacks? Why don't you just position better?
What do you mean I use the other trigger?
Okay, position these nuts over your face then. You have an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 970. Ooh, you were closer.
Yeah.
No, oh my god, I should have actually guessed my actual card. I just remembered you telling me that. Actually, maybe you remember. I'm pretty sure I didn't have that. I had a 970 Ti.
You had a 9. Yeah, you had a 970 Ti.
I think I had a 970 Ti.
Didn't you have the 1070 Ti?
No, you're maybe thinking of my current card, which is the 3070 Ti.
No, because I remember our cards being about equal, and I had a 980 Ti.
No, that makes sense. Because if I had a 970 Ti,
Yeah, but the 980 Ti was like the Titan, but downcut. Like there was a pretty big gap in there.
could also be that you just like you're more familiar with power differences now, so that you considered those two closer. You know. There's a Balahara chasing me.
Alright, fuck it. Lord Frieza, nice to meet you, monkey.
Yeah, sorry, that's why you can't run wilds. Is because you have that card.
Yeah.
Even if the game didn't crash, trust me, you're seeing 1 frame a second. Because you can't use DLSS, which is about the biggest.
4 gigs of VRAM too, which is not a lot.
Yeah. So. Or at peak, yeah, you're gonna have to upgrade before Wilds comes out. Unless you want to start, GeForce Now gaming, maybe? I mean, you're familiar with
GeForce Now at launch?
I'm not sure if it'll be on it at launch, but Wilds and Rise are both on GeForce Now. So, you know, it stands to reason to imagine that it might be.
In time, perhaps, but that's not going to help us if we want to do this around launch.
Those supplies will help with this quest. Let's be sure and use them.
Yeah, I don't know. My gut would tell me that it's not going to be on GeForce Now at launch. Usually games aren't on GeForce Now at launch. Seeing how popular this game is right now, it's probably going to be on GeForce Now at launch. I mean,
I'd argue
you
that
and
would be the
Owen are-
reason why it wouldn't be on GeForce Now.
Considering they want more people to play. Like, the Monster Hunter company is not like your average video game company, where they like...
It's Capcom.
It's Capcom, but they seem to give the actual Monster Hunter team like a lot of creative liberty, you know?
Well,
Oh, I'm like-
creative, but like the publisher doing stuff about where the game is published and the game company not having much to say about it rings true to me. That's just on
Plus,
logistics.
They put a lot of super popular games on launch. What about Street Fighter 6? Did they put Street Fighter 6 on GeForce Now?
You better not be asking me because I wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not asking you. I don't like 2 or even Helldivers. Helldivers is not on GeForce Now. I looked that up. Because it's a
That's also
Sony property.
Yeah.
Yeah. Street Fighter 6 was added following Thursday. Like the follow. What do you mean the following Thursday?
Like after release?
Like,
'Cause
was
if
it
it's like
added?
within a week, that's good enough.
That's manageable.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
Like, me and Aaron are absolutely gonna be like almost complete with the campaign by that time, but it's better than, you know, months. Oh! We fucking went either side with that. We
Perfect.
like chopped it
This game is so satisfying.
with our combined power. The Thursday after the game came out. That's
Oh,
manageable.
okay. Managed
What
to...
the fuck?
Yeah, I'm a god.
Adds games on Thursdays usually. This is coming out on the 28th of February. What day is that? Because if they release games on a Thursday, then you might be in luck. Balls drops on a Tuesday, you are like pretty good luck, man.
That's acceptable.
So that's 2 days. Yeah, so if they are releasing it on GeForce Now at launch, on Tuesdays, then you're actually going to be pretty close by, which is great. I'm be honest, I'm not waiting for you.
Yeah, no,
Like,
fuck that.
I'm sorry, but you know how it is.
There's only so much you can ask of a person.
Now's our chance.
You
I mean, these
understand?
downs take forever.
These what?
These downs are taking forever. Like, they're on the ground so long.
Also, yeah, I am consuming wounds, because, like... Oh. You actually gave me charge with that.
Oh, fair enough.
Remember the card that severed Bond.
I tried to grab the tail.
If only.
Yeah. We won't be waiting for you, but luckily, if it is coming out at launch, you're not going to be that far behind.
And if you do manage to get a PC before then it's not an issue at all.
It's mainly going to be, like, because no matter what, we're going to have one GeForce Warrior, so it's going to be Uwan, you know? I don't
True.
think anyone's getting a PC powerful enough to run Monster Hunter Wilds before then. That is
No.
unlikely. So even if Stormy does get a PC powerful enough to run the game naturally, the statement is still the same, where it's like, we're going to be a few days ahead of U1. And that is if it does come out at launch, which I have hope for. They seem to actually care about that.
Come here, creature.
But that is something I actually really like about like the Monster Hunter team, is they very clearly actually want people to play their games. Considering Wilds and Rise goes on sale like every month. Like massive sales too, where you can get both games for like £20. It's kind of crazy the sales that Monster Hunter tends to go on. I mean, you saw them. You worked at the wrong month. Wall shops on a Friday. It's one day late. Oh. Ooh, that's a week then. You said Wilds? Did I say Wilds? Oops.
What a view!
Yeah, that means a week then, before you can play.
I mean,
A
it kind
lot-
of depends, because they say like they generally add games on Thursdays, but is that always, or is that like older games when they're added in batches, they get added on Thursdays?
Yeah, because there could be a chance that Monster Hunter Wilds is just so popular and would make them so much money that they would just add it in when it comes out. You know?
Right, there you go, man.
So, what is typically the tradition then? Have games been added not on Thursdays? Or is it always a Thursday? Is it just like clockwork, where it's like that's just when they do the rounds?
Also, just because the game releases for us on Friday doesn't mean that they might not get the game a day early just for the technical stuff.
As in...
Like they add it on Thursday, but they show it on Friday.
Oh, yeah, no, they could still do that. Games haven't been added on non-Thursdays. Okay, so it's not like a guarantee. So, you know, even if they do, they might add it on Friday, they might add it on Thursday and just not have it accessible until Friday. There's a lot of ways it could go. So I think you're probably in luck.
Has there been any official statements? Like at all?
No. I don't think so. People actually quite commonly ask about it. Because, you know, people want to play games. GeForce now clearing the schedule to add mid. When did they add in Pilgrim?
Let's put them to use.
I'm gonna get a guaranteed clash with Doshiguma at some point in this hunt, probably very soon. I'm gonna spike your butt. Oh, no, they're gonna yell. Ouch! Turbo is just a funny weapon. Nice, got it. Ooh. No wounds yet? No, no wounds. Oh, yeah, one wound. Payday 3 was added to GeFortress Now. GeFortress Now? Fucking hell. GeForce Now on a Tuesday, but that's only because it was the same day they added Xbox Game Pass support.
But I mean, is there
really,
some way
like-
to filter down on games that were added on their own release day?
I mean, I think you can kind of just look for games that are about the same popularity as Wilds. Like, I thought that Street Fighter 6 would have been... Oh, nice. Like, Street Fighter 6 is a good example because it's Capcom. As well. Also, what about Dragon's Dogma 2? Like, Dragon's Dogma 2, Resident Evil, Street Fighter... If you look up those games... When did they release on GeForce Now? Oh shit. Those are the main games I do think you should be looking for, since they're popular. They're from Capcom. They're, you know, because if they have a good history of putting them on at launch, then there's like a 95% chance that Monster Hunter's going to follow suit. Also, I didn't conform to the hydrates y'all posted. I'm taking a swig now. Dogma 2 was on a Thursday. Like, launch Thursday? Like, the week that the game came out? What other games? Street Fighter, Resident Evil... Those two. My frame rate's stinking it up right now for some reason. I think it's just this area. Capcom never seems to be bad with their games. Capcom seems pretty good about, like, actually wanting people to play the games that they put out. I like how I'll sometimes just see a wound pop randomly. Like, you'll be off of my screen, and then a wound will pop, and I'm like, what the fuck happened?
It was me, Barry.
Oh, I love fucking Charge Blade, dude! Dogma released on the same Thursday, was added to GeForce Now. So yeah, Dragon's Dogma 2, which is probably the closest you're gonna get to this game, released on Thursday on GeForce Now when it came out, so. Yeah, I think this, you're in luck. This is probably going to be on GeForce Now very quickly. If not the following week, then instantly. So, At the very least, if you don't end up getting a new PC, Stormy, you can at least GeForce it up. One's gonna have to GeForce it up, most likely. Unless some wacky shit happens. A code drops in the, like, somewhere in the universe and a package gets delivered for a new PC to Uon. Instead. What are you up to? What are you doing?
I'm looking.
Observing.
Oh, there's an
I see.
alpha Doshiguma and a herd around.
Ooh. An alpha. You
Yeah.
magically earn 20,000 bucks. You never know, maybe a long lost relative kicks the bucket and you get like a 10,000 inheritance.
And Scratch Guard.
Lottery, you pick up a lottery card off the street. It's not impossible. Just like, you know, incredibly improbable. Just, you know, hit up Dream. He'll have the sauce for you. He'll know what to do. My fat ass, that'll happen? Have faith in statistically improbable anomalies that are statistically improbable for a reason. You will not hit him up? That's fair.
Oh no, Great Shot Gabber getting bullied by a pack.
I saw that from a distance when I was playing with Bippin earlier. Like, one just getting completely fucking bullied. It was so funny. Who wants to start a GoFundMe? Oh, I got it. Pretend to be right wing. And then start a GoFundMe.
I need to
'Cause
buy
then-
more rifles.
The weather is getting increasingly worse. Exercise caution.
That's the ticket you want. Right wing people will just, like, support anything. You're also a minor? Even better! Put that in the sob story.
The terrain here.
I am a minor surrounded by an LGBTQ family. Help me pay to move. Definitely would not make you liable for like lawsuits or anything when they find out you just used it to play Monster Hunter instead.
Don't think it would. I don't even know if minors can even start GoFundMes.
I'll just hop off for now.
Oh, cool, Storm. Oh yeah, you missed the... I think he's dead.
Nice. I mean, think about it, Uwan. If John stopped putting so much money into Fortnite, you would have a good chance of getting a good PC, you know? What the fuck? If John put like 30% of his money he spends on Fortnite towards you, you would have a PC in no time.
What's the relation between John and Luan?
Online internet friend.
Right.
Basically us, but involves a lot more Friday Night Funk and cringe.
That sounds about right.
Why is John in the equation now? You gotta consider all possibilities. You know John spends like 95% of his income on his boyfriend? Yeah, on Fortnite.
My beloved.
You've known him before FNF? Did you? I just assumed that you met on some Friday Night Funkin' server or something. That was my assumption.
Howie.
No? The
Absolutely
one I knew
glitching
John
around
before
the-
FNF? Really? God, I love getting Power Clash on Sword and Shield or Charge Blade because it guarantees a stun, pretty much. Oh, fuck. I feel like Charge Blade is better than ever. I just think maybe it's just not for me anymore. It's like, it's not that the Charge Blade fell out of favor and I don't like it anymore. It's more like I fell out of favor with it. Nice. That was the most dog shit combo ever, but I kind of like how dynamic the environments are as well. Like it's very clearly like these are not intended to be arenas, you know?
Yeah, this is just
It's
space.
just part of the world that happens to fit a combat environment. Because even in World, it was like, these areas are very specifically meant to be for combat.
Especially the monsters that have like their own dedicated arena, like any of the late game editions.
You'd met John right as the pandemic started. That tracks.
So you've known each other since diapers.
I've known John since 2021, I think. Ow.
So many wounds.
I know, right?
Red sharpness, not good.
I just barely avoided red. I met John in the HDVR Discord where he joined in when I was playing at Dead of Night. Oh shit. Friend group that spans across 3 generations.
We're not that old.
Considering Fizzy's like, Fizzy's like 28.
I'm 27.
You're 27?
I'm 27.
I'm 26.
It's only like an 11-year gap between... Yeah, a bi-generational server.
Ow. It's kicking my ass. Nice tail come off. John and I actually started talking because he mentioned in the general chat of a server that he was streaming on YouTube. I feel like you don't actually start befriending Wad until when they think that they were playing Lethal League. I think that's probably the case, yeah. When you started joining in VCs-ish. Up until then, you were kind of just a viewer. I really wonder if I should dedicate myself to Charge Blade in Wilds or not. I feel like it's the type of weapon that like I would need to actually use for a long time. Ahaha! Why attack so heavy? You just kind of showed up when Jonathan was in VC? Yeah. Joined for John, stayed for Wad. Joined for Fight the Night Funk and stayed for Toontown. Yeah, everyone here kind of has like the game that they played with me for the first time. It's like that's the starting point. For Stormy, it was Payday. Yeah, no, for us it was Minecraft.
Minecraft and I remember Minecraft and Halo being like very close to each other.
Yeah, they were like the same week, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you like that too? Good, we can play that.
For Uon, it was like Roblox. For Uon, it was Roblox.
For Pippin?
For Bippin, My Hero One's Justice.
Really? Oh, he's from that. I remember the name, but nothing else.
Yeah. Bippin was from My Hero One's Justice because it turned out that we both enjoyed playing fighting games and we were both excited for the My Hero Academia one. So we're like, oh, well, might as well play it together. Wait, Dowie's not here.
He's not. I'm gonna go do a bathroom break and hope he's spawns in the meanwhile.
I don't think he will, not this weather cycle. You knew Wad back before they used they them pronouns, so we're going back to old streams and hearing he him pronouns? You just want to speak up and correct the fucking VOD? Dude, I have the same thing with Coco, when like you go back to watching even the Monster Hunter World streams where they're even titled as Coco's old username. All of us using like he him pronouns at the time. You just get this like insane sense of like, oh, I want to fucking correct the shit out of this, but I can't. You started watching Wad actually when they started Sea of Thieves, but you learned a bit after that, and you saw the Monster Hunter No Sharpen like 2 months after it came out, and you didn't even know it was Wad. I've had a few people be like that, where like they've watched that video, and then like later found out that it was me, and they're like, what the fuck? Really? A few people I've like almost gone on dates with who were into Monster Hunter, They're like, oh yeah, I saw that video, what about it? I was like, oh, that was me? They're like pointing at myself like it's me. You haven't accepted it was just fine back then? I mean, it was, yeah. Got not really much of a choice to accept that it was fine back then, though, because it's just no one. I mean, things change, you know. It's not that it's wrong. It was correct back when it was a thing. Like back then, back in the Monster Hunter World era, like it was just correct for Coco to be called what they were. We weren't wrong. No, it's incorrect. That's why I haven't changed the title of those videos to match their new username. And I even asked them about it, or asked her about it. Was like, hey, do you want me to change all these VODs that have like your old username in them? And she was like, no, that's fine, because like it's accurate. It's what it was at the time, you know? And I was like, yeah, that just makes sense, you know? You imagine what's that in there with the Vegeta thumb point at themselves like, that was me who did that? It's even better because it results in the same thing where like I don't actually get the bitch. I don't get the bitches. It's like a self-own is being like, oh yeah, I'm the person who made the Monster Hunter World Without Sharpening video, and they're like, that's cool and all, but nah, none of them are like that. Yeah, I don't think radar is spawning. I think if radar spawns, usually it's the very beginning of the weather environment change.
The sandstorm leaves this place better than it finds it.
What next? 2-star Balahara.
Looks like the monster dropped something.
What time is it? It's 9. Could potentially hell dive, we'll see. Oh, there goes Balahara. Really depends on what Aaron has going on, since he said he was going to be busy today. Wait, did it go back in? It went back in! Make up your mind, dude. Come on. You really sad you missed the whole thing with it, while watching Dragon Ball? Yeah. I mean, the exact area where we were watching Dragon Ball was the exact area that you were not here for, you know? Because it was from, like, December/January all the way up to May, July. And then you just started appearing in July, so... This monster is shockingly small, by the way. I thought this monster would be bigger. This monster is also kind of just like Almajon's more fun cousin. I fucking hate Almajon. If this is a monster that I will like... If someone asks me what my least favorite monster is, it's like... My first instinct is going to be to tell you Almajon. Oh, shit. I'd imagine some of you haven't seen this yet. Shit's cool as fuck. Across all games? Across all Monster Hunter games, yeah, I think Almajon is my least favorite monster. Cause like, I don't like their moveset, I don't like their attacks, I don't like their... like how big they are. I don't like their armor. like, I would not mind at all if they just kind of disappeared from Rise. See, I would either tell you that or Basarios. Basarios is another one of those monsters, like, which I just do not like any part of them for. The difference with Basarios, though, is like Basarios doesn't annoy me to fight. I get annoyed by fighting Amaldron.
Now's our chance!
I don't get annoyed fighting Basarios, I just kind of don't want to. But I do get annoyed fighting Amaldron. For your total Monster Hunter experience, Levasioth is probably the worst. Levasioth falls into the camp of Basarios for me, where it's like, I really don't like this monster, but at least they don't actively annoy me to fight, you know? Like, I don't have a negative experience fighting them, I just don't have any positive experiences fighting them. Actually, saying that I'm mainly talking about Worlds Levasioth as well, because Levasioth in Frontier, I actually really enjoyed fighting Levasioth in Frontier. And by proxy, I enjoyed fighting Levasioth in other Monster Hunter games too, or classic Monster Hunter games, because their moveset was just different. Their moveset was not meant to be the Giratodus moveset. They were a cop-in. Oh, shit. So yeah, if you wanted me to list my least favorite monsters, it would definitely be Amaldron, because I just have a negative feeling fighting that monster. Basarios, Levasioth from World. Both of those are, like, indifferent. Like, I'll fight them if I have to, but I just don't enjoy them at all. What about you, Aaron? What is your least favorite monster so far?
Ooh, that's a great question.
So that's a...
It'll only have to be from the world roster, because all of these are either fine or good so far.
I think all of these are good.
But if I have to think back, I mean, I'm still a bit miffed about Vitalis. That's just me.
Yeah.
What else? Kushala. Kushala World is absolutely up there.
Yes. You're right. Kushala from World.
Kushala the Oracle from World is an absolute pain in the ass to fight, and I've avoided it as much as I can until you couldn't anymore. What else? What else? Because we fought everything in the world by now, right?
Yeah, we fought everything in Worlds, except
defeated everything, but we fought
we
it.
haven't defeated. Yeah, we haven't defeated Fatalis, but that's about it.
Other than that, I mean, Levasioth, Giratodus itself is also just because you have to fight in that like muddy water.
Mm-hmm. For me, I've been mentioning it's a monster from Rise. Is just like the monster from Rise I'm talking about is basically this monster, but imagine it being like 2 to 3 times bigger, and its moveset is like all AoE attacks. It's really fucking annoying, honestly.
I didn't like Nightshade Powlum that much, just because of the sleeping mechanic. I never could get into that.
Yeah.
But that was more of a minor annoyance, also not a very important monster.
Yeah, it's more like I don't like this mechanic. Going down. Wounds on its back.
Yep.
Oh, and you can attest, right? What is your least favorite monster, Uwan, if you're still here? Would it be Ameljon? Do you like Ameljon? Ah! Forgot he snipes you when he comes out. I will say, all of these monsters that aren't Ray Dao do deal an astonishingly little amount of damage to you with what is supposed to be starter gear.
Bro. I mean, I'll be honest, like, with the visual effects on the weapon, I'm not entirely sure if this is per se starter gear.
It is starter gear, I'm pretty confident. Because the starter gear is called Hope Gear. Nice. Fuck. The only thing that isn't really starter is the optional armor sets you can choose for Balahara, Doshiguma, and Chotacabra. Even then, those movesets don't really look, or those, not those movesets, those armor pieces don't really look that good in terms of, like, skills. But that kind of makes sense. It's low rank starting monster gear.
Don't forget, you can carve materials from several parts.
You think your Pokemon Go Plus thing auto-caught a shiny? The fuck? Oh, Pokemon Go Plus thing. Not plus thing. Ooh, the tail.
Do have a tail here.
Mind if I hop on?
I'm gonna have to split the stream into multiple parts, I think.
Possibly. Anything?
I'm currently at 4 hours. It's also quite nice considering it, like, you came in at the halfway point once we've been left.
True.
So, good way to split it. It does mean that there's gonna potentially be fucking 4 VODs of Monster Hunter Wilds' beta. Which, I mean, is not, like, all too surprising, I suppose.
You got more
You haven't just-
Chotacabras, more Doshigumas.
No alpha.
No, I'm gonna go for the Chotacabra just to mix things up again.
Let's go for the 2-star one.
Yeah, let's always go for the highest one.
An outbreak of power toads have been spotted.
No.
Oh, nice. You should go for some of those wounds before they break. Ah! Oh, I didn't get the perfect guard. I really wonder if I can actually get a clash from that.
Way to out-muscle that monster.
I love you, great Chedicabra. Very cool how their attacks like deform the ground a lot.
I know. Do you always also see like the slime below them?
Yeah.
Hey, over here.
No, don't target the cats, target me. Oh no, they're gonna hit them mildly harder now. Watch out.
Yeah, they might actually attack often enough for me to actually get a counter off on them.
Like it's moving to a new area.
Looks like the pods actually go a lot further in this game too.
Makes sense. Everything is much higher ranged.
Oh, they're going to sleep. Oh no, they were going to sleep.
They're
Oh, we
going to
need the
forever
sleep
sleep soon
damage.
enough.
Time to go on the offensive.
We haven't gotten the butthole one yet.
We haven't.
Oh, it's coming. There it is.
There it is.
Mine.
Nope.
That was the true weak point.
As if there was ever any doubt. No, I mean, so far this does a lot of stuff the Guiding Lands did right, but it also just has so much on the map. The big thing I have with Guiding Lands half the time is that there's just nothing you want to fight. Because there's only 3 monsters, or 2 if there's an Elder Dragon in the mix, and odds are
this,
you're
there's,
not,
like-
not what you want to fight.
There's on occasion like 6 or 7 monsters on this map alone.
Yeah.
And those are only
This
with like the
section.
4 monsters the game has.
Is that a regular Chupacabra? He looks special.
I think it's just a regular.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
just lighting.
Yeah, my big issue with Guiding Lands was like the progression that was tied to it was like really annoying. And
It's like you have to get it to level 8 and then you have to start farming the monsters you actually want to get a chance at the materials. Like, Eh.
Only 3 monsters at a time. That was dependent on the level of your region, so you had to fight the dumb monsters to
To get it up there, yeah, it's
like the
just kind of
40
a pain in the
Kulu-Yaku
ass.
we had to fight. This kind of just does everything good about the Guiding Lance. And
Better,
didn't take any
yeah.
of the bad. Oh yeah, and does it better.
Tier 3 Balahara. Tier 3
A
Chupacabra.
lot of monsters there.
What's a Balahara again? Just to alternate. Wait for a fucking raid out.
Yeah. At this point we're waiting for a raid out to pop in. After that we could swap over to some Helldivers, but depends on like how busy you are, since you said you'd be busy today.
No, that's already
I'll
happened.
just hop off.
Mmm.
But I don't think Helldiver today, no.
No Helldivers?
Not today,
Fair
no.
enough.
I am still quite tired.
Engaging the target.
Going down?
They've issued us supplies. Let's put them to use.
You could do some diving. Hmm.
We've only seen him doing that cool sandpit attack once and never again.
While you weren't here, I saw them do it.
Typical.
Like, they literally did it, like, about 10 minutes ago for me. No, yeah, it's a very cool attack, though. I think they need to be in a specific area for it.
I think it needs to be in
No.
like their home turf. Or here would work too.
Yeah, no, I've seen them do it here.
Well, that's still a specific area. Oh, that's... Yeah.
That's the 3-star Balahara for you. You think perfect blocking or perfect dodging an attack is more impressive? Is more stylish?
Blocking.
Blocking?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I've been kind of mixing up both the sword and shield.
I mean, both have their merits, but I just think like when someone throws a punch at you, I think it's always cooler if you just catch it in your hand than it is to dodge out of the way. Like, that's my logic.
But
Like,
the
being
dodge is
able
also
to
like
just-
dependence.
Like, being able to take an attack head on and be like, that didn't mean shit to me? Yeah. As compared to, yeah, I dodged that because that would have been quite painful if I didn't.
I love doing it on Sword and Shield too. Sword and Shield just feels like such a mini version of every single weapon now, including Lance. Like, I can perfect block that. It's so fun. I've done it pretty much every time they've done it this fight. No, don't leave.
Alright, till time.
Mind if I hop on?
Oh, you have to hop off for it.
That does make sense.
What do you think about tracking monsters being gone? I think I'm a fan.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It was never the best part of the gameplay loop. I like maybe as like an identity thing for like Monster Hunter, you never have to hunt the monsters. You just kill them.
I mean,
But other than
you
that,
are
like
technically hunting them, but yeah, I know what you mean. Like, you don't have to like hunt for them.
communication error.
Oh,
Oh, there's like 6 fucking Doshiguma.
yeah.
Ow!
Holy shit, they all roared at once for me.
They appear to have pissed off, or at least Bolahara has, so
Oh, yeah.
I can actually have a proper fight now. Oh, he's going into a sand pit, I think.
Ooh. That sneak attack did a bit of damage.
The wounds do definitely snowball. So I think that's the
Probably just
point.
because
where
it's like an
yeah.
accumulation of damage on every
Yeah.
part.
So you suddenly end up with like 6 of them, and then 0, and then 6 of them, and then...
Was it me who went off? It was you who went offline this time.
Was it? I'm just finishing the hunt, and then I'll resync.
Should be safe from monsters here.
Yeah, see you, whoever gets Raydao.
Bro.
Get me up! Thank you. Back in Rise, there was like an issue people had with the rideable dogs, which is basically the same thing as the secrets. But you would like activate them to come and pick you up, and they would take like 10-20 seconds to do it because they were busy doing something else. And people complain about that all the time, and I think it's just really funny that the exact same thing is in this game as well. Where like you call them and they sometimes just never appear.
Dead.
Not dead for me.
Kill issue.
True. I did just get a wound destruction bonus, so...
The game did just kick me back to the menu after the hunt completed. Like full Monster Hunter World style, where you have like giving your cat a sausage and shit.
What the fuck? I think my game bugged slightly because Balahara is just taking a constant tick of damage. I bet they're one shot. Like, I just stabbed them once.
That's a cutscene I haven't seen before. Well, that is. I just skip through it all the time.
Well, that one.
What the fuck? What a weird ass fucking bug.
Well,
They were traveling through the ground, and they were taking a constant like tick of 6 damage every like every quarter second.
right.
And I just stabbed them once and they died. So they were like death's door after that. Fucking weird. No radar yet on my end.
Nothing here either, it looks like. There's an Alpha Dashiguma. Yeah, just invite me to your shit.
Radar probably doesn't come for 15 more minutes. The amount of hunts happening in such a short length of time cannot be good for this ecosystem. True, in previous Monster Hunter games, you could argue that the hunts weren't even happening in universe, or they were months apart because there was like a lot of loading screens and time between them. Now, like, there's none of that. It's all seamlessly going about hunting like every single monster you see.
True, but there are so many now, you still don't get nearly all of them.
True.
You invited me?
Give me a sec. We will ruin the ecosystem. Yeah, we're gonna ruin the ecosystem.
We are the Elder Dragons.
That's like saying it's not genocide, I only killed 55% of them. It's not genocide, I only killed 55% of them.
No, see, I keep one as a pet, therefore the species is still alive.
See?
Well, invite to... Environment link, yes.
Let me see.
I do hope we get a better main camp area somewhere along the story, because the current camp is kind of shit.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of dusty rocks, right? Like, compare that to like Selenia or Astera. It's
Yeah, they did
Not
say,
great.
or in the Monster Hunter Wilds beginner guide video thing, they went over like, oh, camps and villages. So clearly there's more than just here.
there
Yeah.
is a group of Doshiguma bullying a Balahera,
I
including an
didn't see that on
alpha.
the side. We kill all the animals and take the plants, and then steal their eggs for our massive dinners. Yeah, I think there's gonna be a village, like a big main village at some point.
It's gonna be like the story village, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one we're like supposed to find and not have destroyed.
As a large pack of Doshiguma.
Yes, I am heading the over. Hey, big bastard. This Toshiguma cannot be made into a quest target.
I think it's the one that I threw dog pots at.
What, the big one?
Oh, they're leaving. That's why.
Apparently, then. Well, I mean, that
Yeah,
leaves a
but-
lot of spawn room for something new. Let's go bully the Balahara they left behind.
Even in World, we killed the one thing that's trying to keep the ecosystem balanced. Yeah. Fucking Ruiner Nergigante.
I gathered some materials
I mean,
too. Check your sacred's pouch.
not too bad considering Ruiner Nergigante is like, or just Nergigante in general is a fucking parasite that, like, if left unchecked, would just destroy the ecosystem. Like, just leaving Nergigante to like do whatever it wants without actually culling any of it would be awful for the ecosystem. Much more than like leaving a pack of fucking Doshaguma would.
Nice.
Imagine if the only monster we ever hunted was Great Jagras.
Best ultimate
just-
universe.
The best outcome. There goes the tail already.
Building Spirit Gauge has never been easier.
I know, right?
It is legitimately like twice as quick to get up to Red Bar as it was in World.
Oh my god, why did they make the long sword so much easier? Oh my god.
It didn't really need it, admittedly, but I'll take it.
Because I just love how more than any other game, the Sword and Shield is just every other weapon liked. Wound on the face?
Oh, a friend
Oh,
joined
fucking
in.
big brother.
I haven't noticed the different sizes as much in this game.
I think it's mostly the camera, to be honest. Either that or sizes are somewhat capped for now. Yeah, you're gonna want to get that wound, like, right now, otherwise it's gonna
Yeah,
pop.
I'm trying to. I got it.
Nice. So the ecosystem is only this fuck-ass lizard and all other plants.
Wow.
So I think Balahara dies before I can get a clash off on them.
Decent chance.
Jagras needs to return in this game.
It does.
We need to, like, Super Jagras.
Great
Jagras
Jagras
variant.
Leave it to me. Heels inbound.
Basically Cell Max, but for Jagras.
Yes, actually.
What? My camp got destroyed.
This way to the shop track.
Your what?
Make sure
My pop-up camp got destroyed.
Did it?
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, what an attack. That's so cool. There's still the corpse of the other world we hunted. Another shiny? Damn, your luck is winning out, Stormy. Wound forming on the tail.
So it is.
There it is. Like how they form like an S shape when they die.
They do. Very typical lizard form.
We have 4 minutes until the inclemency.
New Alpha, Strength 4.
Ooh. Realistic radio is guaranteed to spawn in 4 minutes.
Right, in that case, for now, I am just gonna go AFK here for a minute and do a quick smoke. That should be
Alright.
about perfect.
Hello, Lead Blue Sigma. Hello, Uwan. Thorngrass pod. Vine trap effective. Thank you, Doshiguma. Damn, it's like sinking into the ground. It's also small, but like they actually streamlined the slinger. If you look, like a more updated, tighter design.
Whiskers are tingling. Weather's changing.
Never actually hunted any of these things too. Can I ride you? Oh, they're leaving because of the weather.
Weather is getting increasingly worse. Exercise caution.
This is the Monster Hunter gameplay we're all looking for. Man, it's gonna suck when I can't actually play this anymore. I'm gonna be clambering for Monster Hunter Wilds.
The weapon's being absorbed. Seems this area
You're training all your luck before Wilds drops.
I see you're on the right planet.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't spawned yet.
Should be here any second.
I'm heading that way.
Yeah, I'm heading to its nest. Yep.
Yeah, no, Sam. Yep, there it is. Is it? No, that's something else. Still something flying.
Hit 24 hours of playtime before the demo ends? Probably, honestly.
Probably, honestly.
unbelievable amount of
I'll hit like 6, but honestly, for me, that's enough for an informed purchasing decision.
Is Radar not appearing here? Hmm.
Maybe the Aura nest is taking up all the spawn slots? You'd imagine it just kick one of the... Oh no, it's fighting one of the Auras.
Yeah, no, I was at its nest, but
Yeah,
it's not.
it's somewhere else. I tagged it. It does look like a tempered monster because of the purple outline.
Mm-hmm.
I love those pylons. How they glow red hot after an impact for a second.
Mm-hmm.
You're being sweet, big guy. Can't you see past my whiskers?
Ba-na-na-na, da-da-da-na-na.
Engage at your discretion. They've issued us supplies. Let's put them to
I should really heal. Oh. Nice. I'm so glad you can actually iframe through shit in this game. Ooh. Something I actually quite like for blocking, especially, is, you know, you take chip damage when you block, you know?
Right, yeah.
The game gives you a good indicator for how damaging a move is, because if you take chip damage and it puts your health to where that move would have killed you, you still get the flashing health bar.
Ah.
As it like, but you only get it after you've already blocked it.
a new area.
So you get told like, hey, that attack is gonna kill you next time.
That makes sense.
It's like actually really, really nice. Probably just a byproduct of like an attack is happening, and you know, your health bar warns you whenever an attack is gonna deal enough damage. No. You get 3 wishes. What are you using them on? Basic wishing rules. Honestly, it's really hard to tell what I would use wishes on, because it really depends on like whatever situation you're in. Cause like, it might sound weird, but like I don't know if I would like wish for something like wilds, like you might expect. Like, oh, I just wish to play Monster Hunter Wilds right now when it comes out, like it was coming out now, in its launch state. Because I don't necessarily want that.
What are the standard wish rules? Because, like, I'm assuming, like, no making someone fall in love with you, stuff like that, but what else is in there?
Like, genuinely, I would probably just go, like, give me, like, an endless bank account. Don't give me, like $10 billion. That doesn't work, because then you get taxed to fuck. But, like, give me,
Well, it depends.
like... But, like, generally speaking, the more money you have, the more money you have to spend to, like, upkeep it.
Well, that's the thing, like, even billionaires don't have billions in the bank. They've got a value. Like, all billionaires aren't dead. Because all their money is tied up in long-term assets that can't be taxed, and then they loan money from the bank, and since debt is tax-free, you end up with no taxation. Because imagine if debt was taxed, like, that would fuck everyone else over. That's how the billionaires do it. They've got, like, a $500 million line of credit at the bank. And if they want to buy
Give me
something,
10
it's
bajillion in Steam credit? Nah.
basically, and it's like, hey, yeah, you know, whenever I need to pay it back, I'll sell some of my stocks at that time because they'll be worth more then. And they're like, okay, yeah, no, we're gonna go for this arrangement.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd wish for, if I was wishing for money, it would be like something that is kind of faultless. Like infinite bank account that like money just gets added whenever I purchase something. Instead of having that money, I just have like an infinite spending account. Like a credit card with an infinite amount of money on it.
An infinite line of credit.
You think rules like not wishing for more? Oh, yeah. Yeah, like no extra wishes. And no keeping the genie. I don't know, some sort of infinite like money wish. Maybe like shape-shifting would be fun too. I think shape-shifting is a really nice one.
I want to be able to go Super Saiyan. Like, if I get a wish, I am gonna go Super Saiyan. Yeah, fall down, bitch. I've got one prime for you.
I think I gotta get rid of him. Yeah, I managed to get 2 on.
We take those.
What's the third wish then? So my first wish is like some sort of infinite money, and second wish is like shape-shifting.
I'd quite like to have a mind's eye. That's something I'm currently totally lacking, and I feel like it's kind of a pain in the ass.
I feel like another superpower that I've always wanted is the ability to ask like a yes or no question and get an answer all the time.
Ooh.
Or get like a priority answer. For like, if you're looking for like a specific piece of clothing online, you could ask like, would this link take me to where I want to find it or something? And like it gets highlighted for you almost. Like you get given routes to everything.
Always knowing how to formulate the perfect search query would be a real life superpower.
Yeah. You always want to know what's wrong with people and how to make them feel better? That's a dangerous one, because generally speaking, and I guess you would know this if you actually had that power, but sometimes, like, the best course of action is to do nothing. Because, like, sometimes you just end up being annoying if you try and help too much.
And the help when it isn't wanted is like is the worst thing you can give someone. Because it'll cause them to reject any further help.
Whenever you reach into your wallet, you pay for something, you have the exact amount. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was kind of going for, where it's some sort of infinite money that doesn't actually give you like $1 bajillion. Ooh,
I think
that's
I'd
a lot
go
of
for like
help.
$1 bajillion, the knowledge of how to manage that money, and then Super Saiyan.
That is fair enough.
Because I would be both the most physically powerful person in the world, and potentially the most wealthy person, which it would automatically make me emperor. For all intents and purposes.
Wish to be a hyper-accelerated learner, you could pursue whatever you wanted. That also would be a pretty good wish. Be like the perfect learner. Everything gets ingrained in some... Actually, no, because then the learning process gets really, really boring. And stuff like video games would become, like, monotonous for you.
Yeah, you won't be able to
Like,
find enjoyment in it anymore.
Like, imagine if like playing Monster Hunter, but like once you've seen every monster's moveset for the first time, you just perfectly, like, there's no threat anymore. Like, if you can perfectly counter it, like, down to the frame, the first time you've seen it all, the learning process is gone, and you just kind of, like, reap rewards that you didn't train for. So I actually don't think that's actually a good wish.
I would want time to go 10 times slower when I'm sleeping.
Yes!
So I could get a full night's sleep in a single hour.
I wish that I could pause time when I was sleeping, so that I could like fucking mute for half a second on Discord call, go to sleep, and then like just be up 24/7 for everyone else.
You already are. I mean, let's be honest.
True.
Functionally, nothing would change.
But no, I would still having the bad parts, which is like no sleep. Yeah, no, something to do with sleep actually would be great.
Being able to lucid dream on command.
I could take that or leave that. I also think I would probably, if I had actual wishes, I would probably choose immortality, personally.
Oh, I wouldn't. It has to have a catch. It needs to have a way out.
Oh, obviously. I mean, like, you could, like, throw yourself into the sun or something, but, like... Generally speaking, I will take immortality over no immortality, like, 100% of the time. Because, like, I just enjoy life. And I want to experience it forever.
Right, so are we talking, like, just, like, biological immortality, or cannot die? Like, cannot be wounded, cannot be injured, cannot be killed?
A mix of both, where like you could die, but you never age, your body's in perfect health, you never gain illnesses, you never... Like basically, if you don't get like...
Stabbed, shot.
Even then, some sort of immunity so that you can't just die to a car crash, because then like what's the point of having immortality if a car crash kills you?
If the odds are gonna be out of your favor anyway, yeah.
So it's like some form of like... I mean, maybe you'd have to consume 2 wishes for that, depending on the technicality, or be very, very specific. But yeah, some sort of immortality where, like, you will just never die from natural causes or disease or anything. You can't afflict any of that, can't be injured. But there is, like, some form of way out. You probably just recreate the transmutation tablet from Project E or something, so you can basically carry anything you wanted in the size of a phone. I never carry enough to warrant that.
But you would if you could. You'd have everything on you at all the time.
Have you thought of the implications, like a die when you want kind of thing? Yeah. But even then, I don't think I would, like... It's obviously hard to tell how you would feel in a billion years from now. But I can't imagine myself, like, wanting to die. I guess, like, if you've experienced life enough, eventually you're like, okay, I'm kind of done with it. It's over.
I mean, it also kind of depends on what's going to come next, because if the world is destroyed soon enough and you're just drifting in space...
I think you would need to set an upper and lower limit to what you can be truly injured by. For example, like throwing yourself into the sun or being stuck... Like, if you're in a state where you would be suffering for too long, like you're stuck in space, like that would suck.
Like, if you have the ability to just give up mentally, maybe.
That could be cool. If you could like put your mind on pause, hibernate, so that like you could logically go to sleep for like a period of time and then just turn yourself back on again.
Because
like,
else you
right,
just end up like cars.
Yeah. Something like that, maybe. But yeah, I know I would choose some form of immortality because I would rather experience reality infinitely than like have it end. I don't care, like, sure, my relatives and my friends I would watch them all die. That shit doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Because I would get to, like, well, yeah, but I would get to experience all the, like, good parts. I would get to carry on their memories.
Yeah, but could you tell
like,
people? Like, would you, like, stay yourself for all that time and just have it be an open secret that you are, in fact, immortal? Or do you have to, like...
I would tell basically no one and, like, kind of think about it for, like, the period of my time being like, okay, so how am I going to, like...
Because every 30 years or so, you'd have to adopt a new identity somewhere, just so that it's like, yeah, it says here you were born in 1998, it's 2100. Fuck you, this is false.
I feel like if you were immortal, after a certain point, you could almost do anything in terms of like identity wise. Like you could just like fuck it, throw all your data out of the way and like start fresh.
Or you
Something
just
like
create
that.
like an economic empire or something you can hide from the darkness.
Mm-hmm. No, but like, not only would you have access to everything you own, you'd be able to turn useless things into useful things.
Check your
Considering you basically won the lottery and basically everything already, you will live to 140 guaranteed. I don't know. My eating and body habits are not healthy enough for that, I would feel, but I don't know. The people who have lived the longest were smokers, drinkers, and like drug addicts, so what do I know? You get a pill that when you take it you die, but as soon as you let out the best part of your life. I wouldn't want that as an out though. It was seriously like a pill that you take, because then you could lose it.
Snail.
But also like the snail, I don't think I'd want that.
I'd love that.
You want to look into the future? I don't want to look into the future. I don't want to see what's coming.
Oh, but like a minute. Like being able to see into your own future for about a minute.
Yeah. Any further, like a day, like maybe like probably the maximum is like a week, where like I don't want to see it like further than a week.
I mean, even then, you'd be able to win all lotteries if you wanted to. You shouldn't, because that would give it away, but you could. Any casino, you'd just beat the house at any moment.
True, that would be a way of getting like infinitely rich without actually like doing any futzing about.
I don't think you could manage a week. I think you would be limited to like a few minutes, because knowing about the future is going to change the future.
Yeah.
Which means that at any moment, you'd be looking at like a week into the future for a million different variables. You'd be living your life like that one Doctor Strange scene in Infinity War.
Yeah.
Like a minute at most. Like being able to see that the car that's driving your way is going to crash into you. And you can dodge out of the way beforehand.
Basically just spider sense is what you're asking for, in a sense. What if you could wish for
Vaguely?
infinite wishes?
That's against the basic rules.
But with a monkey's paw effect that requires each wish to be 10 pages of dense legalese in order to be airtight. That would be kind of interesting. Like, if you really want that wish, you're gonna have to go into full, like, make it like a legally bound document almost.
I mean, I think you'd want to do that anyway, just because of
Yeah.
the
Like logistics and...
implications. Yeah.
But yeah, make me immortal, TLDR. If you've got immortality trials at some point in the world, give me dibs. I'll take that. I'm like one of the few people in the world who is like, I would be immortality. Sorry, I would be immortal, no matter what you ask me. Because so many people are like enlightened or quote unquote enlightened, where they're like, immortality would be suffering. Imagine how like, living through your friends and family dying a million times. I'm like, okay, imagine living through their greatest memories for 70 years. Checkmate, liberal. Imagine seeing the joy on their face 4 million times. 1 year of suffering from your friends dying is a lot less impactful than the 70 years you get to spend with them. That's my take on that.
It would totally suck if there was an afterlife, though.
Yeah, but that's a gamble. I'd rather gamble. I'd rather like take immortality, like guaranteed immortality and no afterlife, than like gamble on afterlife being a thing. If you could wish to know if afterlife was a thing, then maybe I would change
I
that.
was just thinking more like, you know, like reuniting after death, and suddenly there's like, you know, like 20 partners.
Oh
The
yeah.
most recent 20, and they're all like, yeah, so do I
Yeah,
get them on
that's-
Tuesdays? Like, how does this work?
But that would actually be really cool. That would be actually such a cool like story idea as well. But like someone who's been immortal for billions of years, there's an afterlife. They die and they go back
They
and
end
they meet
up with their own
everyone.
harem.
They basically have a civilization dedicated to them.
I think
For
Gold's
people who have
gonna
known
be
them.
jealous. Like,
Like there's billions of people who are in the know who have met you and lived a life with you. That'd be cool.
Your own cult.
You would wish for
I think
Elon
you-
Musk to get permanent swamp ass. I wish that what I would wish for is I would wish for Elon Musk to look like those edited images of him being like the ugliest homunculus imaginable, and like that's his actual appearance. I think that would destroy him, and I think that would be very funny. That's so much better than killing him.
I think if you just changed his voice to be very high pitch. I think that alone.
Here's a scenario for you. There's a magic pet shop, but when you go in and all the awesome animals... When you go in, all the awesome animals are way too expensive, so you have to pick from the bargain bin. What animals do you think it would have? It's a very specific scenario.
I mean, bargain bin animals. I'm thinking like stick insects, goldfish.
Crickets? Like, maybe if you're lucky, you're gonna get, like a chinchilla or something? There's like 400 people you knew, your siblings and the great-great-great-great-grandkids. What's the person? 400 people is like a very reserved estimate, because if you're immortal and you go into afterlife and you've lived for like billions of years, it's more than 400 people are going to know you. That's like genuinely civilization level, where there's an entire country dedicated to like having met you.
How did I open up no wounds there? I hit everyone like fucking 6 times.
Where the fuck are you? Oh, you're hitting Doshiguma.
Where are
I'm
you?
just wandering around. Just a jar with 300 bees in it, that would be the ultimate pet. Okay, new wish, bees you could control on demand. Like, if I'm ever in the same country as Randy Pitchford, be this guy. You'd wish for him to have a phantom itch that he cannot scratch?
Yes.
Make it in the most awkward space ever, like in between his butt cheeks or something? So you see him like constantly reaching?
Now, are you prepared?
Make sure there's always a stone in the shoe.
Let's put them to use.
Oh, yeah, it's evil. Like, if you're gonna like make someone you hate suffer, like killing them is never the answer. It's always doing the most annoying thing that they would always like. The stuff that you think, oh man, I wish this was was over and never happening. Like, oh my god, that was unpleasant. Let's wish it upon thy greatest enemy. Put them in a saw trap that won't kill them? Nah. That's temporary. A shoe in your foot is not temporary.
A sneeze that never comes.
Oh. Damn, you've had years to think about this, huh?
Oh yeah, no, like I'm actively on my like, okay, if I get this person, how do I torture them?
Permanent fingernail splinter? Aww.
Oh yeah.
Permanent feeling of a splinter whenever you grab stuff. Oh. It's just a Doshiguma. Calm down, cat.
Right there. I think we could use it in combat.
Every leaf he steps on isn't crunchy. His bed always feels sweaty and like disgusting. Honestly, that wouldn't change much. Imagine walking on dirt and that shit starts creaking. Will I actually know how to handle their enraged moveset now? After fighting them like 20 times? If it hasn't internalized after all the time fighting Doshiguma, it's not going to internalize now, I feel. They have a wound on their head, pretty obvious one.
We do. And go.
Nice. Iron lung. Just stick him in an iron lung.
Give him Claptrap's voice.
This ought to put a dent in it.
I love the, like, I'm not sure if you've noticed because you're probably just mashing, but a lot of attacks you can, like, do small shimmies now.
Yeah,
Maybe
vaguely.
it's not prevalent on greats or on a longsword, but it's very prevalent on sword and shield and hammer. But you can do small little like repositions while you're attacking now. That like, really make a huge difference. Like the every third word he says is a lisp, and it only happens when he's giving speeches.
Give him Tourette's, but he can only scream the N-word and only at public conferences.
So whenever he's in like private, it never happens, and
It
he's
never
like,
happens, but just like randomly when it's given a press conference, like it hasn't happened in 3 months, right? You're good, Randy. You're good. You can do this. You can do this. He gets the mic. It's just.
you can use body switch as a power, yay or nay? Nah. If I can go back. See, then I don't want people like to do shit with my body. That's the thing. If you could do like the Spider-Verse thing though, where like you jump off the building and then swap back immediately, that should be fire. I love these attacks. There's a wound on his leg that's like
Yeah, I've been going for
almost appearing. Oh, never mind, it's a lot of them. Oh, I just like cut his chest open. Oh, nice. Oh, fuck yeah. My friend was gonna tank in the bed, but that's fine. I've got like a mini Helmbreaker now, Aaron. It's really funny. Where like, it truly is like the small version of every weapon, considering I can do, this move now. And it's just mini Helmbreaker, because no matter how far they move, as long as it hits, it does like multiple ticks on them.
True, but then they've like buffed the actual Helmbreaker to the point where it's like a mini Helmbreaker now. Especially with like the after combo and just how quickly you get born out. Like I'm pretty sure before a Spirit Helm Breaker itself would do like 500 damage. I think it's doing close to that now with a base game weapon. Because it's just so many fucking damage numbers.
Yeah, them was it nerfing the damage scaling on longswords?
Not an issue.
Yeah, it's not an issue. Because you
It's
just get to
still better
red so
than it was
quickly.
before. Yeah.
You're in red more often.
Yeah, and red deteriorates pretty rapidly. So you have
So
to
you're
like keep getting
incentivized to
red.
use it.
Yeah. Especially since like your movesets are so good during it.
Hang on, wait.
I think we're fine.
I set a bomb.
Do you have bombs?
I should. Oh,
Listen, both
No.
down.
give me a minute. Where is large barrel bomb? Sure. Sure. Oh yes, I'm out of first aid.
Think I can get a third clash before they die? Oh, fuck, I keep forgetting about that move. Okay, you can block that one.
You would not be too surprising.
Yeah, it was not that surprising. What's another question that gets everyone involved? Hmm. If you could paint your room any color, and why, what would it be? Just like instantly, finger snap. Your room's the color you want.
You see, no, I can paint my room any color I want, and I just never did it, so I've got a plain white wall. So
Looks like the monster.
Yeah, but now you have the chance to snap your fingers and it's fully colored.
a deep blue.
Deep blue.
Like half of them
Just a
blue,
nice-
half of them white. Like a navy.
Mmm.
Do you take over for a sec? I gotta go,
Can you do it more than once? Yeah, sure. Let's say you can do it like 3 times. Get 3 choices. Can it be like a wallpaper type thing or a solid color? Fuck it, it can be whatever you want. It's painted after all. No, it's just like Hall of Mirrors, easy. Really not sure what I would make mine. Probably the same as Aaron, just like a blue.
mean, that's
All of
for like,
nurses make me paranoid.
that's for like
Yeah.
the place I live now. But like, if I had like a dream house, I'd want the hardwood flooring, and I'd want something that fits the hardwood flooring.
Probably like
I don't know if
a
that's
warm
blue.
yellow.
A warm yellow and white, like half and half on the wall. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that would be close to what I'd go for.
You know how those colors go from green to purple depending on the angle? Ooh, actually, yeah, a wall that changes color depending on the time of day? That could be kind of cool.
That would just be like the heat-sensitive paint they used to put on Hot Wheels, right? Mm-hmm. Where if you put warm water on it, it'd suddenly become like this better, cooler color.
Black walls, you'd probably let your friends draw whatever they wanted in your walls. Because you're friends with a lot of artists.
Black
Yeah, black would
walls
be a
or
pretty good
black
canvas.
board walls?
Well, for that one. It's always a treat to watch.
You want a panel that can glow in the dark? I don't know if I want to glow in the dark paint on my walls.
No, I'd like if you would put like shapes on it, the shapes would glow in the dark paint. But in a way where like they're invisible when it's not glowing. So when the light from the outside hits your walls, it suddenly starts to like show something.
Yeah. That's true, because you do not see my vision. What are you, like, legally blind?
I've got to look something up. Because the version number in the game is like perfectly 8 ones and zeros, and I want to see what letter it ends up being.
I gathered some materials too. Check your secrets pouch.
Says the one that wears glasses. It's
You got
true.
something against glasses? Nothing.
Oh, that's a shame.
That might be a good place to set up camp.
I don't want to set up camp here. This place sucks.
It sets my clock and
Are you near or far-sighted? I'm nearsighted. If I take off my glasses, everything gets blurry beyond like 10 meters.
Same, but like 2 meters.
Honestly, it's probably an estimate right now.
No, like if I take my glasses off right now, I cannot see the text on my screen.
Honestly, it's actually kind of the same for me.
I'm at
Like,
minus 3.75, I think.
Things become blurry for me. Things stop becoming blurry for me just about like slightly closer than arm's length. At arm's length, everything is blurry for me. I can still read it, but like it's not clear. Like all the text on my screen right now, if it's arm's length away, I can barely read it. Like I know what it says. It's just that like I have to like look at it. Quite hard.
I take them out for now.
Yeah, makes sense. Bipin said that they're going to be on tomorrow, so we might get to do a 3 squad, which should be fun.
Well, that'll be nice.
I played like 30 hours of the demo, then didn't pre-order the game. Or didn't buy the game.
I'm still gonna pre-order it, fuck that.
I will. I'm going to. I have to. Legally obligated.
The last game I pre-ordered was Mass Effect Andromeda. Never again.
Last game I pre-ordered was Space Marine 2, and that was fun.
I still only have like 6 hours in that game. I installed it.
I have a few
Could
more.
not be fucked. Alright, later.
See ya. 3 squads, say it. Say what? Check VC Lounge its peak. Fun size 95. You just got a package? Oh damn. Last game you pre-ordered was Alan Wake 2, and holy shit, that was game of the year. Yeah, it was great. Cooking a meal for my family, the nefarious gas leak. That's a good, nice image. I like that one. Hang on, where's the bot that describes the image? I need to... There we go. Look at this one, this video. Okay, look at this video. That's pretty fucking good. Alright. We can call it there for now. Probably stream it again tomorrow. Yeah, that's about it. Everything I wanted to say about the game is still pretty much true at the end of the last stream. So, you know, performance, hit effects, stuff like that. That's what I want improved. But aside from that, still just fantastic. It's really fun. I mean, the fact that I've been playing it for like 15, 16 hours at this point. Just the beta. The same 4 monsters over and over again should really show just how like fun it is. And I think I want to start like slowing it down. Because if I end up spending like 20 hours in this, it's gonna... I'm gonna be fucking bored of Wilds before it even comes out. As if that's gonna happen. Anyway. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. We'll be streaming more Wilds tomorrow. Glad I managed to fix the audio bug.